Okay, Houston, I'm on the porch.
Roger, Neil.
He's got 9 steps to go before he puts a left foot out on the lunar soil.
Okay, stand by, Neil.
Columbia, this is Houston, 1 minute, 30 seconds to LOS. All systems go, over.
Columbia, a minute, Neil. Okay. Get a little slack.
Neil Armstrong on the porch at 109 hours, 19 minutes, 16 seconds.
You need more slack, bud? No, hold it just a minute. Okay.
25 minutes of PLSS time expended now.
Okay, everything's nice and straight in here. Okay, can you pull the door open a little more? Right, clear. Okay. Did you get the main sound? I'm going to pull it now. Houston, the Mesa came down, all right.
Houston, roger, we copy, and we're standing by for your TEV.
Houston, this is Neil, radio check.
Neil, this is Houston, loud and clear. Break, Buzz, this is Houston, radio check and verify TV circuit breaker in.
Roger, TV circuit breaker's in. And base 5 clear.
Roger. And we're getting a picture on the TV.
You got a good picture, huh?
There's a great deal of contrast in it, and currently it's upside down on our monitor, but we can make out a fair amount of detail.
Okay, would you verify the position, the opening I ought to have on the camera?
Stand by. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now.
Neil, we can see you coming.
Just a few feet below the curious lunar soil.
Okay, I just checked, getting back up to that first step. That isn't collapsed too far, but it's adequate to get back up.
Roger, we copy.
It's a pretty good little jump.
Buzz, this is Houston, F2, 1/160th second for shadow photography on the sequence camera.
Okay. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The LEM footpads are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the LEM now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. As the surface is fine and powdery, I can pick it up loosely with my toe. It does adhere in fine layers, like powdered charcoal, to the sole and sides of my boot. I only go in a small fraction of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch, but I can see the footprints of my boots and the treads in the fine sandy particles.
Neil, this is Houston. We're copying.
There seems to be no difficulty in moving around as we suspected. It's even perhaps easier than the simulations of 16G that we performed in various simulations on the ground. Absolutely no trouble to walk around. The decent engine did not leave a crater of any size. It has about 1 foot clearance on the ground. We're essentially on a very level place here. I can see some evidence of rays emanating from the descent engine, but very insignificant amount.
He has it on his chest. He'll walk out now and take his first pictures.
Roger, Neil. We're reading you loud and clear. Let's see, getting some pictures and the contingency sample.
.5 minutes of PLSS time expended now.
Stand in the moon simulator during their training period.
Looking at Armstrong moving around there on the lunar surface, he gives the picture of an Arctic explorer dressed in heavy clothing to protect him from the freezing cold with a backpack, gingerly moving about now in the vicinity of the LEM ladder. Buzz Aldrin still in the LEM. He will not be moving out for a few minutes yet.
Neil, this is Houston. Did you copy about the contingency sample? Over.
All right, you're going to get to that just as soon as I finish these picture series.
What he has been doing is he's turning around a full 360 degrees, taking a snapshot with his camera from all angles from where he's standing.
In his description of the moon surface, Armstrong said it was firm but powdery. He could kick it up with the toe of his boot. It would adhere to the toe of his boot like fine charcoal dust. He can see his own footprints and the boot tread on the surface of the moon.
He is now opening up his suit pocket on his left leg. This is what he'll put the contingency sample into. About 2 pounds of lunar material. He has more or less a stick with a little bag on it.
Okay, going to get the contingency sample there. Right. Okay, that's good.
This is number 1 on the list of scientific priorities, getting that first quick sampling of lunar soil. In event the mission has to be cut short, the men brought back early.
The curvature of the lunar horizon is clearly visible about 1.5 miles to the west of Eagle.
The sample return containers, the rock boxes that Capcom...
I want to back up and partially close the hatch.
Neil Armstrong on the surface of the moon, Edwin Aldrin on the porch in just a matter of moments to start his descent of the lunar module ladder.
Making sure not to lock it on my way out. Particularly good thought. That's our home for the next couple hours. We want to take good care of it. Okay, I'm on the top step, and I can look down over the RCU and landing gear pad. It's a very simple matter to hop down from one step to the next. Yes, I found it to be very comfortable, and walking is also very comfortable. You've got 3 more steps and then a long one.
That last one is the long one. The reason that is, they really expected, I think, the foot pads to crush in just a little bit more than they did.
Okay, I'm going to leave that 1 foot up there and both hands down to about the 4th rung up. There you go. Okay, now I think I'll do the same. A little more. About another inch. There, you got it? That's a good step. Yep. About a 3-footer. Beautiful view. Isn't that something? Magnificent sight out here.
Aldrin, the second man on the moon, followed Armstrong within 20 minutes.
Both PLSS is nominal on consumables.
Looks like the secondary strut have little thermal effects on it right here, Neil. Yeah, I noticed that. Seems to be the worst, although similar effects are on all around.
We'll break up there, and I believe that's in Aldrin's transmitter.
Biotite is a brown mica substance.
Okay, Houston, I'm going to change lenses on you.
Roger, Neil.
Right now there is a loss of picture.
Life support consumables still looking good.
Okay, Houston, tell me, get a new picture.
Neil, this is Houston. That's affirmative. We're getting a new picture. You can tell it's a longer focal length lens. And for your information, all LEM systems are go. Over. For your information, all LEM.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We might mention that neither of the astronauts have walked more than 10 or 12 feet at the most away from the lunar module at this time. The television camera has a cable on it 100 feet long. They can maneuver out to 100 feet with the television camera.
A plaque to mark the landing. The small stainless steel plaque on the forward landing gear.
Neil is now unveiling the plaque that is...
Roger, we've got you 4-sided, but back to one side.
For those who haven't read the plaque, we'll read the plaque that's on the front landing gear of this LEM. There's 2 hemispheres, one showing each of the 2 hemispheres of Earth. Underneath it says Dear men from the planet Earth, first set foot upon the moon, July 1969, AD. It came in peace for all mankind. It has the crew members' signatures and the signature of the President of the United States.
That will be there
Ready for the camera?
as a permanent artifact.
Ready for the camera? I'll get it.
There, you're taking TV on him.
Touch the LEC there. Straight south.
Roger, and we see the shadow of the LEM.
In the hills. Roger, the little hill just beyond the shadow of the LEM is a pair of elongate craters. About probably the pair together is 40 feet long and 20 feet across, and they're probably 6 feet deep. We'll probably get some more work in there later.
And they move the camera again, and the LEM is visible once more, and Buzz Aldrin comes into view, standing by the LEM strut.
Roger, and we see Buzz going about his work.
How's that for a final?
For a final orientation, we'd like it to come left about 5 degrees over. Back to the right about half as much.
Okay.
Okay, that looks good there, Neil.
Yeah, that looks good. Okay.
One hour, 7 minutes time expended.
Okay, you can make a mark, Houston.
Roger, follow in.
So-called kangaroo hop does work, but it seems your forward stability is not quite as good as it is in the conventional, more conventional one foot after another. As far as saying what a sustained pace might be, I think the one that I'm using now would get rather tiring after several hundred. But this may be a function of the suit as well as lack of gravity force here.
Tranquility Base, this is Houston. Could we get both of you on the camera for a minute, please?
Say again, Houston.
Roger, we'd like to get both of you in the field of view of the camera for a minute.
Roger, we'd like to get both of you in the field of view of the camera for a minute.
Neil and Buzz, the President of the United States is in his office now and would like to say a few words to you. Over.
That would be an honor.
Go ahead, Mr. President. This is Houston out.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made. I just can't tell you how proud we all are of what you for every American, this has to be the proudest day of our lives. And for people all over the world, I am sure they too join with Americans in recognizing what an immense feat this is. Because of what you have done, the heavens have become a part of man's world. And as you talk to us from the sea of tranquility, it inspires us to redouble our efforts to bring peace and tranquility to Earth. For one priceless moment in the whole history of man, all the people on this earth are truly one. One in their pride in what you have done, and one in our prayers that you will return safely to Earth.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor and privilege for us to be here representing not only the United States, but men of peace of all nations, and with interest and a curiosity and with a vision for the future. Honor for us to be able to participate here today.
And thank you very much, and I look forward, all of us look forward to seeing you on the Hornet on Thursday.
Look forward to that very much, sir.